Hello, welcome to episode 7 of Empire Total War, Prussia campaign. Surprise, surprise, in this episode we fight another battle, but I'll show you that one later. Or, well, I guess you'll see it. Well, you see it this episode, you see the entire thing. And, yes, many raids, just random annoying stuff. Really. Apparently Great Britain canceled the trade agreement, which is terrible, really, because I'm gonna lose lots of my income from that. I'm not going to make nearly as much money. I'm going to see if I can get it back. And, this is a pretty big thing, but I'm going to have to pay them pretty much all my money, which I don't really want to do. I would love to have empiricism and whatnot, but, you know, I mean, I think that's a pretty fair trade, though, so I'll send it to them. And he agreed, which is good. I don't know why they canceled it, though. I mean, they're friendly with me. They like me. I don't know why they would cancel it, but whatever. And now, it's time to take Prague, or at least will be soon. And I'm gonna see if I can take a bunch of units out of the city without them getting too mad. I'm gonna repair the opera house so that they're happier. Because that makes them, I believe, a little bit happier. I'm not sure how much. I think it's like 2 or something. And, we're gonna see if we can take the city. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush over to the city, kill it, because there's only 1,900 guys in it, and that unit of cannons isn't able to reinforce them because it's not a 12-pounder. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's not a 12-pounder. So, obviously they refuse to surrender, but here we are on the battle map. We're ready to kill them. This army is heavily, heavily depleted, but that's not really too big of a problem because of how, like, just overpoweredly strong this army is. Or, like, how many experience chevrons this army has? Like, the average amount of experience chevrons in this army is probably like 2, which is pretty good, because that gives them 4 more reload and 4 more accuracy, which is a pretty good amount, I would have to say. This battle's fairly straightforward. I mean, obviously I'm going to win it. They have like 4 units of fire citizenry and like a unit of like militia. And their cannons can't reinforce them. Wait, actually I think about their cannons might be 12-pounders, I don't remember. But I don't think they have 12-pound cannons yet, anyway. And I'm gonna run my my line infantry forwards in longer lines. I just figured out you can make these lines like 3 or 3 ranks deep, which is a big help, or will be a big help once I have fire by rank, because fire by rank the game only lets you go 3 ranks deep, which is kind of annoying. But it's fixable, at least. I can deal with it. But for now, I can actually make a really gigantic line, just make it all, like, 1 long. But I'm not going to do that, because, you know, then they could just punch right through it with anything. Like I said in, I guess, my line battle video, really small or thin lines, you can just punch right through them. That's why, like, even when they had more accurate guns, like, I mean, like, in the Napoleonic era, like, they usually didn't fight in 3 ranked lines, I believe. I'm pretty sure they usually fought in, 2 ranks. But even then, I mean, still, cavalry would have been able to just charge right through a 1-ranked line. It's the same thing for lines in loose skirmish formation. They would have been able to just kill them really easily. So anyway, I'm going to rotate that unit to face that unit. Right now, my guys are utterly destroying theirs. We've gotten off like a volley from all of my units before they even had a chance to touch me, which has killed a good number of people. And this unit, there's 386 of them, is fighting this unit with 192. And the thing is, my unit has 3 experience chevrons, which means it's going to have 6 more accuracy and 6 more reload, and also big melee bonuses. So they could probably even beat that unit in a firefight. I do need to remember to retrade my units, though, because otherwise they're going to be destroyed regardless of how many experience chevrons they have. I think these guys are trying for, I don't even know what they're trying for, really. The AI is kind of crappy. I mean, it can be good at times, but really what it's best at, like, the hardest battle I ever fought against, the AI wasn't even hard. But it was pretty good, actually. They actually used some strategy in it. And they have formed lines on occasion, so, I mean, I guess it's not really all that bad. Even if I mean, it's definitely not good. Very few AI is good. Very few AIs are good. I don't know what I'm saying, but you probably know what I mean. Yeah, this unit's losing. Not really a big surprise, considering that I'm fighting with line infantry units. This unit's turned on its flank, so it's getting fire from like 2 units and flanking fire on one of the units. Oh, these are 12-pounder foot artillery, so they can actually move and reinforce the battle, but I don't think it's going to be big. I mean, you can use my cavalry to smash them open, because I can, really. And yeah, firefight against them going very well. Firefight against them going pretty much even better. Another pretty good volley. And yeah, you notice like not even like half, not even like a quarter of these guys' shots. Actually, probably like half of these guys' shots hit. But since there's not very many guys in the front line, it doesn't matter. Oh, they have a unit of line infantry. It is a gigantic unit of line infantry because all of Austria's unit lines of line infantry are pretty large. But it's still not good enough. By the way, like I was saying about the 70 accuracy, 125 range skirmishers, those, I actually just tried this out in a normal battle. Those can actually take down a unit of guards before they even reach them, which is really impressive. And if you don't know, guards are like the strongest infantry in the game. It's like a unit of line infantry, but twice as good in pretty much every way except for range. And I'm just gonna keep on pushing forward my line. It's like just like a gigantic battering ram, really. That's how I use my line. I just keep on walking forwards, fire a few volleys, keep on going, keep on going. And these guys are not doing well against my unit of even the 192-man unit, which I believe only has 147, but it is 4 experienced chevrons now. It's incomprehensible just how like this line almost has, I don't know, this line is very, very, very strong. Once I retrain it, it'll be pretty much, it'll really be like a guard unit, really. Which is pretty good. Especially considering that it didn't cost me guard unit price, which is like $1,000, I believe. This thing only costs like 600. It's a good deal less. And I'm just gonna crash in this unit though, because I don't want them to lose too many. I hope my unit doesn't shoot my guys, my general or something, or well, anybody really, but especially not my general. Few of the units have regrouped, and I'm ready to start killing them again, because you know I love killing people. That's why I play these games. Oh no, it's not, but whatever. And I will reform my line to make it as straight as possible, so that I can't get it. It's more difficult anyway to be outflanked. Yeah, this unit, 48 range, 38 reload skill, 13 melee, 17 defense. I believe that's actually higher than the guards units skills, because I believe the guards units only have 9 melee, or maybe that's without the bayonets. But even with the bayonets bonus of like 3 attack, I still outclass the guard units by several points. So, well, 1 point really, not that much, but it's still really good for being a unit of line infantry. The only thing my army is really lacking now is skirmishers, because I would be destroyed by skirmishers before I could even touch them, really. So that's really what I need. I don't know what the, wait, I think, do the Prussians have the Jaegers? I think Prussians have the Jaegers, so maybe it's the Austrians. No, it's the Austrians, because the Austrians have the Windbush Jaegers. I'm pretty sure they also have the normal Jaegers, and they have the Grenzers. I don't know what, is it the Silesian Schützen? I honestly can't remember what the Prussian skirmishers are called. I'll have to go look at that later. I mean, I'm sure I'll find out for next video, because I'll probably say, but I don't know what it is. I'm not only light infantry, because, you know, I'm pretty sure every nation has light infantry, but I mean, like, the 125 range skirmishers, because everybody has their own. The British have the Green Jackets and Ferguson riflemen. Oh, our general got killed. And this is the Fearless general, too, which is definitely not good. But, I mean, are you still... No, are you just going to lose to them because I let them stay in too long. What I should have done is charged in, then ran back out, then charged back in and ran back out. And this unit's going to fire at them and pretty much just rout them. I think we killed, like, 20 of them with that volley. Yeah. And now, they have 5 chevrons, which means now that they have the accuracy and reload skill of a guard regiment, I believe, if I remember the stats correctly. And fire by rank is actually better than platoon fire, because I was just playing a like test battle, and I had a unit of line infantry that was using fire by rank in 3 lines, and then I had a unit of guards that all the enemy had a unit of guards. It was just a CPU enemy, but it was still an enemy. And then they had a unit of guards, and they were using platoon fire, because that's what guards normally use. And my unit crushed theirs, like just utterly crushed theirs. I mean, and it was the same number of troops, because you know, line infantry and guard units have the same amount, unless you're playing as Austria. Austria's guards don't have 500 though, luckily, because if they did, that would be actually pretty scary. Because 500 guards is a lot of guys. I mean, 500 line infantry is a lot, because a normal unit of line infantry from Austria can be a normal unit of line infantry from pretty much everywhere else, unless like there's like some other like factor like experience or whatnot. This unit is just gonna go crush that unit over there. Yeah, guys, just go run over there and take out the unit that outnumbers you by like 2 to 1. Go good ahead. I'm pretty sure that unit could be pretty much any unit. If they were like at equal range, like if they were both at 70 range and then they started volleying, I'm pretty sure that unit would be pretty much most units, except for like a full unit of like Austrian line infantry. But maybe like a normal unit of line infantry it might be able to beat. I think it could probably do that. I mean, it is really strong. And I'm gonna start flanking this unit. See if I can destroy it. Not just rout it, like utterly destroy it, because, you know, it's preferable. Uniform lines all around it. I have it contained on its right and left flanks, in front of it, and now behind it. This unit is going to get off a volley, I believe. Yeah, there we go, volley. And we dropped a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm just going to charge into melee, because those guys destroy in melee. Well, they destroy everywhere, but especially in melee, because militia have very low melee skill. And I believe, like it says in Rome for War, or one of the games, it doesn't matter how good you are, you still get killed by an arrow, or in this case, a bullet. It doesn't matter how good you are, because you still get killed by it. Unless you're, like, you know, invincible. But pretty much, it doesn't matter how good you are, you get killed by bullets. But in melee, you can be really good and just not even be touched. That's one of the major advantages of fighting in melee, is that you know, skill matters a lot more. Especially with this kind of fighting, where you just point and shoot with the guns and hope you hit the right thing, which is really how it is. I mean, it's like you can aim at like the broadside of a barn, and you can hope to hit it. Well, no, you can. Well, it's not more accurate than that. I know I'm kind of exaggerating right now, but you know, it's not like it's impossible to aim, but it's also like it's not very easy. And these guns are pretty heavy, and I believe if you held them the wrong way, like the powder in the flashbang to shoot the shot fill out. So or maybe that was for earlier guns. I'm not sure. I know once they had the percussion cap, they did that. That never happened anymore, but I don't believe they had it at this time period, because it's on that 1700s. So, yep, we crushed them in that battle, and we lost a mere 480 men, but we lost our general, which is the biggest loss of all of them. Luckily, I am retreating all my units, so they'll be extra deadly soon. Brandenburg has a good deal more of troops, 3 line and 1 horse. I'm going to start moving troops over here. They're actually perfectly fine right now, which I'm really surprised about. I thought it would take a lot more than that, but I'm still going to move the unit of provincial cavalry, if I believe, into here just to make sure they don't get mad. I believe the nobility is happy in that city. No, they're not. Okay. But yeah, they're probably really mad because, you know, that is their capital and their only city, I suppose. And now this army has more units of cavalry, and it's probably going to take the army from West Prussia, move together and crush the Austrian city just to the east of this city, of Saxony and Bohemia and something else, and crush that one city. It has a lot of troops in it, but with those 2 armies, they should be able to do it very easily. Maybe even with just the 1 army, but I don't like taking unnecessary risks because they are unnecessary. And the Polish seem to be mustering another force, which is unfortunate. True, but I'm sure I'll be able to take them out regardless. So I'm going to leave a few guys in this city, just to make sure they don't get too mad at me. And now this army, I'm gonna move over here. And I don't have enough money to retrain any of the troops. And I'm gonna take some guys from this army and move them into here. And now I'm gonna run these guys over here because I don't think. I mean, I highly doubt I'm gonna be attacked from anywhere. I mean, there aren't any big cities that have armies. And now I have this army. It's kind of small. It's not that big. But that's all for this episode. So oh, I'm gonna infiltrate them. But you know, after that, thanks. That's all for this episode. So thanks for watching and goodbye.